Beautiful. Now, according to Tourism South Africa, the total number of domestic trips increased by 11% in 2014 to reach 28 million trips compared to the 25.2 million trips taken in 2013. But economic constraints still remain one of the challenges that hampers domestic tourism. So to talk more about how South Africa is perceived by domestic and international tourists, we are joined by Thulani Nzima, the CEO of South African Tourism. So nice to see you, Thulani, and welcome to the program.
Good morning. It's very hot here.
You're telling me. I'm glad you explained to the viewers how hot it is, because I started off in a jacket. I lost the jacket. I started off with my hair down. My hair has now gone up. It is boiling over here. But I suppose this is what it's about when you come into the bush.
Yeah, but if you are a European, this is the kind of weather that we're looking for, because it's quite dreary and dark and gloomy in Europe. So if you're asking me what is it that attracts the foreigners to come to South Africa, first, if you're talking about international tourists, they will be attracted by the safari experience. But we have started to showcase the rest of South Africa and what else we can offer beyond just the safari experience. Yeah. For domestic tourism, it's very important that we try and cross-sell the provinces, making sure that each province can demonstrate its uniqueness when it comes to attracting visitors. The Limpopo province in the past year has enjoyed a bigger share of the domestic tourism, and that's not very difficult to see now that you've visited the province. They do have some uniqueness here. You have just visited some of the establishments and some of the tourist experiences here. That's exactly what this country is all about, a diversity of products and services that we're offering.
Yeah, it really is, and I'm glad we're shining the spotlight on Limpopo, because it so deserves it. But it's not only about Limpopo. When we're talking about world tourism, we're talking about South African tourism. Let's turn our attention now to the Commonwealth Games that South Africa have just been awarded in 2022. Again, another feather in our cap. And what do you expect this is going to do for us?
Well, like all other events that we've had in the country, the value for us is just beyond the numbers that we're going to be receiving. It is an opportunity to showcase the country. If you cast your mind back to the 2010 Soccer World Cup, it wasn't really about South Africa winning the Soccer World Cup, and we didn't win the Soccer World Cup. The important thing for us was it created an opportunity to market the country beyond what our marketing budgets could afford. The fact that the country was exposed globally gave us an opportunity to showcase the various provinces and the infrastructure that this country can offer. So we're looking at the 2022 Commonwealth Games in exactly the same way. It is one thing to have them staged in KwaZulu-Natal, but the truth is we're going to be using that opportunity to bring the media into the country and all influential people here that will explore and visit our country, thereby continuing to address some of the issues that are very difficult for us. Like, for instance, the perceptions of safety and security. You cannot do it better by buying billboards and communicating that South Africa is safe. Yeah. The only way that you can do it is when people have visited your country and they can leave to go and tell the stories, such as it happened during the Soccer World Cup. So we're looking forward to the 2022 Commonwealth Games as yet another opportunity that we're going to use as Tourism South Africa.
Yeah, and it worked during the World Cup. It really did. And people don't travel this distance just to go to one place. I mean, when they visit a country, their interests are spanning across the whole country and into our neighbouring countries as well, which is a great spin-off and a benefit for everybody. However, we're still sitting at the time of quite a difficult period. I mean, we spoke to the Minister a bit earlier about travel restrictions, the unabridged birth certificate and other issues that now travellers coming into the country are finding. Are you seeing it's impacting figures? Is it something that is a great concern to you as well?
Well, Leanne, this industry has always faced challenges, and it has the ability to bounce back. Yeah. You will remember even 9/11 was a very important mark in the travel industry, and yet the industry has bounced back. We have faced various health scares and the industry bounced back. We have faced some of the most scary issues, such as a disappearance of an aircraft. You will think that it affects one country, but in fact it affects the global tourism industry. So when we look at some of the issues that we are dealing with here, the immigration regulations, Ebola, and the small thing of the attack on foreign nationals, those things will come to pass. Yeah. So I think the best we can do is to continue to encourage the industry to plan ahead of these events, because in the next few weeks or so, these things will be gone. Yeah. So the way that we position our country and for ourselves as South African tourism is to have faith in our own marketing efforts to continue to bring people here, because there is just so much to do beyond just these particular events that we're talking about.
Indeed. Thulani, let's leave it there. Thank you so much for talking to us here on the program, and I look forward to many more adventures with you. My fellow Kilimanjaro climber who we happen to summit. This man is a machine, I'll have you know, South Africa. No training, and then just breezed up to the top of Kilimanjaro.
It was the mental fortitude.
I love it. Our tourism is in good hands, I can tell you that much. Thulani Nzima, thank you very, very much for talking to us.